you. I want to say that our group really truly want to help. We are not here to say we don't want to help people. And we understand there are people that do not agree with us. And they are here today, and they asked me if they can speak. And I said, yes, we want to hear from everybody. We want to make this an open and transparent discussion. This is why we have been so angry from the beginning. Why not tell us? Since you are here, I will give you the platform to speak. And I ask our group to be respectful. We may hold a different opinion, but we should respect their opinions, and we can agree to disagree. So here's Reene, who wants to speak in supportive of this clinic.
Hi, thank you for just giving me a minute to just talk to you.
Be closer to you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hi, I am not a politician, trained person at all. I'm just here on behalf of the moms in this neighborhood who have children who have suffered from addiction and have fought the system to try and get help for their children. And a piece of my loved ones, you guys say the addict, I say my loved ones. A piece of her recovery was a 1-year time where she was on the methadone program. She had to go to Capitol Hill to get it. It was not a perfect answer, but she would tell you that it saved her life. And there just is a time that they need to be on methadone, and it is a helpful thing. And I experienced taking her to the methadone clinic on Capitol Hill. She showed up, she got her line, she got her dose, she left. It was just a very quick process. She didn't have to get counseling there, she did have to get drug treatment there, but the most part of her experience there, and the experience of most people in a methadone clinic, is the showing up, getting their dose, and leaving. So I just want to add that to what you're thinking about as you're considering the fear of having this in your neighborhood. Up until a couple months ago, my grandson was at the Boys and Girls Club. I would have no problem, as a mom who's experienced having addicted people in her life, I would have no problem with this clinic being this close to him. And I understand your anger about feeling like this just has been foisted on you, and the fear, and it seems like it's an injustice. But I would just appeal to your heart, to your compassion. There really is no way to protect your children from addiction. It's all around us. We have to be part of a solution, even though it's an imperfect part of a solution. So that's all I've got to say. Thank you for being respectful and listening to me today.
Thank you.
Question. Just one question. I have a question. I have a question. I would like to know if you would be open to the health department putting the clinics within other health facilities, like adjacent to a hospital, adjacent to an existing existing hospital, existing medical facilities and clinics, and not out here within a neighborhood.
Yes. Good point.
I am open to it going anywhere where it can be helpful. I feel that this is a location that is on a main thoroughfare. It's easy for them to get to, it's easy for them to leave. It's not in a neighborhood, it's not right. It's got the zoning for it. I'm open to there being many more of these because it is definitely a need. And if addiction hasn't touched your life, count yourself blessed, but it will touch your life eventually, I can promise you.
Just one more. Just one more interjection, please. Coming from a law enforcement background, I'm a retired police officer from the state of California. I know what these clinics and the type of people in need of, obviously a lot of them, but a lot of them also are way far gone with no supportive system. I could see them going to a hospital type facility or an hospital zoned clinic area but not where the foot traffic is going past a Boys and Girls Club facility with children. Not through the neighborhoods and not accessing the bus lines into private area. And I just think that there's a better location, and there should have been more transparency to the residents of Linwood.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I just quickly want to speak to what we just heard, what we just witnessed. Open and honest discussion about something that concerns all. And I want to be very clear in something. We support compassionately the heck that people are going through who suffer addiction. Let me just say my background, not me with addiction, but understanding that my brothers suffered from addiction. I used to get on the ferry, and I know people will use that against me, but I used to get on the ferry to McNeil Island to visit my brother who was in prison because he was addicted and turned to crime. I lost my nephew 3 weeks ago, a fentanyl overdose. So when we talk about compassion and having these centers to help our citizens, our children, our family members to get clean, that's what we should all want. And we all support that. But there's a better way to do it. And I believe what all of you are talking about right here is this. When you conduct a project management one-on-one is you do open and honest discussion before you start your project, so that you can solicit the feedback from the people who will be impacted by your product or your project. And so by getting that feedback, that inclusion from your citizens, that's what we're talking about. We have compassion. We support those who are suffering the tragedy of addiction. But we must work together as a community to find solutions, just like this amazing mother said, to find solutions to treatment that will work without exposing our children, without bringing hardship to our community. There's just a better way to do it. So we all own compassion. God bless you guys.
Thank you, Stan.